one of the analysts here. He's obviously a good person to talk to. He's got a lot of NFL experience, so having him in the building is, definitely handy just to talk to him about not only college but football after college. So it's been great having him in the building.
Go to David Wilson from the Miami Herald. Dave.
Hey Lou, on that same kind of note, it's a unique thing you guys have, I guess, with not having a special teams coordinator, a designated special teams coordinator on the field, but having a couple of guys behind the scenes. Just how has it been different this year with that approach? With having a couple of analysts who focus on it all the time during the week, and then I guess it's kind of all hands on deck with all the coaches on special teams. Just what's been the difference in terms of how special teams are run this year?
No, I think I like it. It's Coach Cristobal is he's really involved in punt and all the other special teams aspects, which is kind of similar to what we had before. So it's just having a lot of voices, like I said, a lot of really good coaches around the building that influence everyone, and it's really good to just pick their brains, and a lot of smart coaches around that know a lot about special teams. So I think I've learned a lot this year, and it's really exciting. I'm really excited to get the rest of the year on track.
Go back to Azubi.
Hey Lou, just special teams doesn't always get the praise and things that they deserve, but you getting recognized this week and then the past week, just what does that mean to you, seeing your game be recognized on the national stage?
It's always nice. I think it's more of a team accomplishment. I think everyone plays special teams, so it's good. Like I tell all the boys all the time that we've got pretty much the best punt team in the country. I think all the boys running down there do a really good job, and I think just seeing some recognition for that is not only good for me, but it's also good for them to see all their hard work pays off. They're the ones running down there, making the tackles, getting the stops on the before it rolls back towards the goal line and stuff like that. So it's a team effort, and really proud of how the special teams units in all phases have been going the last couple of weeks. It's been great.
Go to Manny Navarro from The Athletic.
Hey Lou, obviously some great punting this last game in particular. I think you had 4 inside the 14-yard line. I know sometimes you can kick for hang time. Sometimes you go for that low line drive and bounce it. I'm curious, are those decisions you make? Is there anybody, does Coach Cristobal tell you what to do before you go out there? Or how do you sort of make those decisions as far as how you're going to kick the ball?
You always want to get good hang time on the footballs. It was really windy in the stadium on Saturday. Actually, probably the windiest stadium I've ever played in. So I think we had 5 punts going into the wind and kind of had to really drive it, but they seemed to hang up there a little bit. And the last quarter got a couple, with the wind behind me. But as far as hang time, and you always want to give the boys a lot of time to get down there. So I try to put a lot on it, but sometimes, depending on wind conditions and stuff, sometimes you kind of have to low drive it just so it doesn't hold up in the wind. So on the weekend, I had a couple where I had to really spear it so it didn't hold up. But overall, they trust me going out there. They might tell me what we're going to run, where to put the ball. But I think all the coaches trust me now. It doesn't matter how I kick it. They just know I'm going to get it there. So it's all good.
Yeah, I was going to ask you specifically just about the one that got pinned down at the 2. That was more of a low line drive that you obviously angled. So I guess, was that something you knew going in, hey, this is something I got to do, or was that something that the coaches told you? I guess, how did that sort of work out?
Yeah, I just used the wind to the advantage. I seen the returner kind of drifting over to the right, so I didn't want to put too much hang on it. So kind of got it to the 20 and it rolled. It was actually perfect. It's exactly the exact ball you want. The returners get a little comfortable and start drifting over to the right. So you always put one of those in there just to shake it up, and it worked out really well.
All right, last question for Lou comes from Adam Lichtenstein in the Sun Sentinel. Adam, go ahead for Lou.
Hey Lou, congrats on getting Specialist of the Week. From practicing with him, what have you seen from Brashard Smith in the punt return game? He's had a couple this year. He's kind of gotten some good yardage on.
Yeah, I'm super proud of how Brashard's been handling the last few games. He had to step up after Strepa going down, so he's done really well. And I always talk to him, tell him how important he is to this team, and he did it really well on punt. Like I said, super proud of the kid. He's doing a really good job, and he just needs to keep it up. And love having him back there catching punts. And he's an absolute nightmare for other punters. Once he gets a little bit of ground in front of him, it's all over. So excited to see him. Really excited. He's doing good.
All right, Lou. Thank you very much for your time.
No worries. Thank you. Thanks, guys.